There are SUVs out there that you buy and don't have to worry about anything else. It sounds like an exaggeration, but what I'm going to show you here will prove that it's true. The truth is that some SUVs give headaches, and there are SUVs you buy and practically forget that mechanics exist. But here's the detail that no one tells you. The best ones aren't always the most talked about. And that's why this video gets straight to the point. A list of 2024 and 2025 SUVs that are really good and that I don't see anyone on YouTube talking about. Some you might not even know. And that's exactly why you need to watch until the end. 1. Buick Invista. Let's start with a hidden gem in the market, the 2025 Buick Invista. Few people are talking about it, and honestly, that's great for those who like to make a smart purchase, away from the hype. The Invista is a subcompact SUV, but it's far from those basic little options that only serve to take you from point A to B. It has presence. Sporty look, refined interior, and a technology package that puts many famous SUVs to shame. A 19-inch curved screen, fast multimedia system, comfortable seats, and a design that looks like a premium car without costing like one. But the best is yet to come. It's simple where it really matters. A 1.2 turbo 3-cylinder engine. It may seem small, but that's exactly where the advantage lies. Fewer parts, less complexity, less chance of breaking down. It's the kind of car you fill up, do the basic maintenance, and that's it. It runs smoothly for years. And being a Buick, you also get a level of finish and comfort that usually only appears in much more expensive cars. The brand might not be booming among influencers, but it has a quiet reputation for reliability and decent after-sales service. For those who don't need four-wheel drive and want an urban, economical, and worry-free SUV, the Invista is practically a well-kept secret. One of those models that, when you discover, you want to keep it to yourself. 2. Lincoln Nautilus. If you think luxury cars always cause headaches, the 2025 Lincoln Nautilus is here to change your mind. You know that kind of SUV that you get into and immediately feel you're going to like the experience? The Nautilus is exactly that. But with an important detail, it delivers luxury without drama. It's a car made for those who want comfort, technology, and style, but without having to pay the maintenance price of a picky European. The 2025 version arrived all in. A futuristic dashboard with panoramic screens, sophisticated design inside and out, and a cabin that isolates noise from the outside world. It's the kind of car that turns even a trip to the market into a moment of peace. But what impresses most is the balance. The 2.0 turbo engine has plenty of power for daily use, but it's economical and reliable. No fancy solutions. Lincoln's engineering is conservative where it needs to be. And that's an advantage. Less risk of failure, fewer trips to the shop, less shock on the mechanic's bill. Another strong point, the service. Lincoln offers after-sales service that many famous brands should copy. Transparent maintenance, solid warranty coverage, and a network that really delivers. And the curious thing, few people really pay attention to this SUV. It goes somewhat unnoticed, even though it's one of the best sorted in the category, maybe because it doesn't have that mass marketing. But if you want real luxury, lots of comfort, and zero headaches, the 2025 Nautilus is the kind of smart choice only those who research well end up making. 3. Nissan Armada. Tired of SUVs that look like SUVs but in practice are just tall cars? Then get ready because the 2025 Nissan Armada is another category of vehicle. There's no urban hack here. The Armada is tough, spacious, and made to last. And you know what's better? It is still off most people's radar, which makes this choice even more interesting. The Armada is a true full-size SUV with a body-on-frame chassis, that is, a pickup truck structure. This gives more strength for those who will tow trailers, travel with a large family, or simply want a car that can take the hit without complaining. The V8 engine remains strong and reliable, delivering plenty of power with mechanical dependability. And even though the market is moving towards smaller electrified engines, the Armada still stands out for using tested, simple, and durable solutions. Inside, the car surprises. Comfortable seats, quality finishing, an updated multimedia system, and 3 real rows of seats, not those cramped ones you only use in emergencies. It's true, it drinks more fuel than smaller models. But the goal here is different: to deliver power, stability, and longevity. And when it comes to maintenance, the Armada performs well. Available parts, Nissan's extensive service network, and mechanical reliability that lives up to its reputation as a tank. For those who want a large, reliable SUV that won't give you headaches every 6 months, the 2025 Armada is a solid, safe choice, and often overlooked. The kind of car that, once you get to know it, you start to respect. 4. Chevrolet Traverse. You know that SUV that does everything well but hardly anyone talks about? That's the 2025 Chevrolet Traverse. It just came out of a complete redesign and arrived with a sharper proposal. More robust lines, a much more modern interior, and a new engine that promises to please both in performance and fuel economy. And all of this without abandoning what always made it a reliable choice: space, comfort, and versatility. Now equipped with a 2.5 turbo engine, the Traverse leaves the old V6 behind and gains efficiency without giving up power. The new mechanical setup was designed to be lighter, more economical, and less problematic. Everything's simpler, leaner, and with less demanding maintenance. Inside, it impresses with 3 real rows. It can comfortably carry 7 or 8 adults, with still plenty of trunk space left. Ideal for large families or those who live on the road with people, luggage, and everything together. The most interesting part? It still hasn't become that internet darling. Many people don't even know the new Traverse arrived redesigned, which can be a big advantage when buying. Less waiting, fewer queues, better deals. And when it comes to maintenance, Chevrolet is known for offering a wide service network, easy-to-find parts, and honest revision costs. In other words, it's a large SUV, new, improved, and with low chances of turning into a headache. If you're looking for a reliable family vehicle with a current look and trustworthy build, the 2025 Traverse might be that quiet win, the kind of choice only those who research well end up making. 5. Mazda CX-90. Few people expect to find European elegance and Japanese reliability in the same car. But the Mazda CX-90 does exactly that. And the best part, it still flies under most people's radar. Mazda has been investing heavily to step up, and the CX-90 is proof of that. This SUV was designed to compete with luxury brands, but without the crazy price tag, and especially without the maintenance issues that some premium models tend to bring. It comes with a new platform, modern powertrains, including hybrid and plug-in hybrid versions, and an interior finish level that honestly surprises. Real wood, high-quality leather, and a quiet, well-built cabin that shows care in every detail. But what really makes the CX-90 shine is the engineering. Mazda adopted a rear-wheel drive layout with a longitudinal engine, a rare choice in this segment, which improves balance, handling, and also makes more serious maintenance easier in the future. And even though it's a more sophisticated SUV, Mazda's history of reliability remains solid. The brand's cars are often praised for their durability and low failure rate, something essential for those who want to buy and forget about the matter for a good few years. Another advantage: it hasn't yet become popular, so you avoid that everyone has one effect and still enjoy a more reasonable market value. If you're looking for an SUV with a luxury look, a sporty soul, and the reliability of a Japanese brand, the CX-90 is the kind of car you buy today. And thank yourself for many years. 6. Lexus NX. If you want an SUV that's practical, elegant, and almost never gives you a reason to visit the shop, the 2025 Lexus NX is one of the best shortcuts to get there. The NX is the kind of SUV that seems discreet at first glance, but delivers a quality package few rivals can beat. It's compact enough to be agile in the city, but spacious enough not to let you down with luggage or passengers. And behind all of that comes what might be Lexus's greatest asset: incredible reliability. While other luxury brands keep swapping expensive parts, the NX has a history of predictable maintenance, low defect rates, and great long-term cost-effectiveness. Not to mention Lexus's after-sales service, which is among the best in the American market: premium service, clear checkups, and a warranty that really works. The 2025 model continues to bet on hybrid and plug-in hybrid versions, which means fuel economy without giving up performance. And once again, Lexus hits the mark by delivering embedded technology that actually works. No buggy systems or confusing menus. Here everything is simple, straightforward, and well done. For some reason, the NX hasn't gone viral like other SUVs from the brand, such as the RX or the GX. But honestly, that's an advantage. It flies under the radar, making your purchase even more strategic. Less competition, less markup, and more peace of mind. If you want an SUV with class, comfort, efficiency, and zero headache, the 2025 NX is one to highlight on your list. 7. Honda CR-V. Some SUVs gain fame and then disappoint. Others carve out their space and never leave. That's the case of the Honda CR-V, which in 2025 remains one of the most reliable and smart choices on the market. It might seem cliché to talk about it, but the truth is the CR-V continues to be the SUV you buy, and simply forget there's a mechanical problem. It doesn't make noise, it doesn't grab attention on social media, but it delivers everything that matters: comfort, space, economy, and that feeling it will last forever. The 2025 model brings some updates in looks and finish, but without reinventing the wheel, which in this case is great. Honda maintains the same conservative and functional design standard, ensuring a low failure rate, predictable checkups, and controlled ownership costs. You have combustion and hybrid versions available, all with good performance and balanced consumption. The driving experience remains light, quiet, and stable. It's not a car that excites you with acceleration, but with the peace of mind that you know it will work. Always. And if you need assistance, Honda's support is among the most efficient in the United States. Parts are easy to find, skilled labor is everywhere, and resale value is high. The CR-V is the kind of car that doesn't age badly. It just becomes family heritage. For those who want emotional security, controlled costs, and a practical experience without sacrifices, the Honda CR-V remains one of the strongest names in the category. And honestly, there's a reason for that. 8. Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid. If you want plenty of space, comfort for the whole family, and still avoid high maintenance costs, the 2025 Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid is an almost foolproof choice. This big version of the already well-known Highlander arrived to solve everything the traditional model lacked. More interior space, third-row seating for real and more modern engines, all without losing the durability DNA that makes Toyota one of the most reliable brands on the planet. The hybrid version, in particular, shines brightly. It combines solid performance with much friendlier fuel consumption for an SUV of this size. And unlike some more expensive hybrids full of experimental technology, here you get a system that Toyota already masters, simple, tested, and made to last. The interior of the Grand Highlander impresses. Refined finishing, updated multimedia system, great ergonomics, and plenty of usable space for passengers and luggage. It's the kind of car that adapts effortlessly to the routine of a large family. And of course, predictable maintenance. Toyota has one of the most complete service networks in the country, easy to find parts, and a reputation built on decades of vehicles that don't break down. All this makes the Grand Highlander Hybrid an SUV you buy and keep for years, without worrying about surprises along the way. If you want it all, space, technology, efficiency, and confidence, without turning it into a headache in the future, the Grand Highlander closes this list with an unofficial seal of guarantee, the peace of mind of having made the right choice. So, which of these SUVs was made for you? If you've made it this far, you're way ahead of most. While many people still buy based on the trendy name, you've already understood that the secret is in the details, and that it is indeed possible to choose a reliable, well-built SUV with hassle-free maintenance. So save this video, share it with those who are undecided, and follow us to keep receiving tips that really make a difference when buying. No sales pitches.